All right, everybody, welcome to TCCW Live, the Carnivore community worldwide. We have our special guest with us today, Lash, and we have our also community member here, Stephen. We're about to get this ball rolling. So excited to get to talk to you. Not to like put my husband on blast, Lash, but he is totally a fan.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I didn't know I had fans.
You have fans. You have fans.
Sweet. Cool. This has made my day.
Well, good. Well, good. I'll let him know if he's not watching right now, which he should be. If you're not watching, you should be.
That's right. Should be.
Should be. So I know you are located over on the West Coast. Stephen, whereabouts are you located?
I'm on the Gulf Coast,
You are
southern Mississippi, about an hour north of New Orleans.
nice. Nice.
I'm not from there, though.
Understandable. I live in North Carolina, but I'm from Southern California. So, we all just end up where we end up, right?
Mm.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Okay. So, good day. Hello. Is there anything that has been on anybody's mind lately that is a specific hot topic for them in the carnivore world or animal-based world, or whichever deviation you participate in? As one of our big things is to be as open arms and educational and inclusive as possible for people who are transitioning over to this lifestyle, because it is a significant jump out of nowhere if you're if you're not familiar. So
Sure is.
it sure is. No topics, nothing. We got nothing, guys.
Well, I was going to let Lash go, but like for me, as we know, the whole world is just like against us. All the science, the establishment science. I mean, real science is on our side, obviously, but the establishment science, the data cult, the people, the calorie, the psychopaths, and the carb cult. It's all against us. So the only thing that we can just keep doing is just keep putting out the information and setting the example. I don't really think we're ever going to win the arguments against like calories in, calories out, or fiber, or everything that we're up against, because these are very profitable arguments. You don't really make a lot of money by telling people to just eat a species appropriate diet and everything takes care of itself, right? Everything has to be complex, and the calories in, calories out calculations are super complex and arbitrary, and they're supposed to be. Because they want to keep you in a cycle of dependency, and just keep spending money, and there's no money to be made when you're just telling people all you got to do is eat where you're supposed to eat and get off your butt and move a little bit and lift some heavy stuff, and your body knows exactly what to do from that point forward. And there's no money to be made in that. So we're never going to win the philosophical argument, I don't think, just because there's too much money involved. And we don't have the money to override that. So all we can do for the population overall is just keep setting the example to where people will hear these arguments against what we're doing, but then like they'll look at you and be like, but this guy right here looks absolutely incredible. And he's like me, I'm 51 years old, and people will stand in front of me and be like, like everything that you're doing is bad for you. And they look like your typical standard American diet type person. And here I am living my best life. I'm not on any medications. I train 6 days a week in the gym. I'm a firefighter. And they'll literally tell me that I'm the one who's harming myself. So, but some people will look at you and be like, I want to be like that person. So you just have to set the example, and we can argue against it all we want, but I think our example is what will win over the most people, because the truth always comes to light. The truth always shines. So,
Absolutely.
100% agreed. I am the data for the. I am the data. You really want the data? Like, here it is. Look at my life before and look at my life now. It's a literal 100% difference.
Yeah.
So I try and explain that to anyone who's known me for any amount of time and has seen me go through the hell I went through. Yeah, that's the way. Just keep spreading our truth.
And your story in particular is absolutely amazing. I mean, like I just watched your kind of story. Someone posted in the community, and I watched it, and I was like, my God, this guy was on the verge of death, ready to just give up. And then just one person changed his mind, and he says, all right, I'm going to give it one more try. And you literally saved your own life through it. But if
Yeah.
you tell that to Dr. Ids, we were talking about Dr. Ids yesterday, and how like your example is literally the lowest on the evidence spectrum. You know, like you had like this pyramid of evidence, and yours is the least important. Like, all right, it's not important that you were literally dying and now you're not.
I just don't understand
What does the
how.
data say?
Yeah, how does the world not see this?
Yeah.
And call me a scammer. Like I've had people call me a scam
Oh,
artist, trying to
yeah.
scam them because I have a GoFundMe to try and do this retreat. Like, so they're telling me I'm trying to scam people out of money when I've never like asked anyone for anything. I asked people to share it. You know, if you want to share it, share it. But like, even if it's attached in a link with a video, people just call me an instant scammer. Yeah, but.
It's crazy
I'm
how
real. I'm not here to like rob people of money. I'm here to change people's lives if I can. Like that's all I
right.
want to do. That's it.
That part, it always baffles me because it's like, what what benefit is there to be scamming people, right? About this lifestyle? Because the only thing that ever happens, that anyone ever gets from this, is freedom. Mental freedom, spiritual freedom, physical freedom, like health freedom. Like there's no backside door behind this. And that part, I go, I'm literally offering you this key of, you don't have to be on all that BS. You don't have to go take all those medications. You don't have to be addicted to the foods that you keep crawling back to because you can't turn the brain psychosis off from that dopamine hit of bullshit in your system.
Right?
Like I'm not offering you any kind of, snake oil off the back of a cart. like this is something that I'm literally giving to you for free if you just watch the videos. And that's where a lot of us are. It's like there's benefits, and there's conferences and retreats like what you're doing, where it's like, yes, financial funds are required, but ultimately in the same shot, we're also still sharing publicly everything you need to do.
Right. Right. It's not like you can't find it for free.
Right.
I found Michaela by accident while I was preparing to go end my life. Like you, it's
Yeah.
obviously it was an accident. It was divine intervention. But what I'm saying is, it's out there. It's free. All you have to do is type in carnivore on Google. Like it just, yeah,
Or like, proper human diet, or, ancestral living. It's like there are so many different avenues. The way that I ended up finding it was completely like not even through the social media realm. So it's like, if you want answers, there are answers. You have to be willing to just hear them when they're
yeah,
in front of you,
yeah, yeah.
So speaking of like your retreat and all of that, can you tell us a little bit about, what's your goal there? What's your intention there? What kind of experience, environment, so on are you trying to curate there?
So yeah, I'm looking to basically do like Camp Carnivore, in a sense.
Nice.
So a place that has a general meeting area for discussion, eating, gathering, you know, playing music together, doing art together, and then some small cabins that people can stay in for however long they need to stay. Because, so the reason I even came up with this idea was when I started this whole thing, I was going through it by myself and I didn't know about this whole community. I didn't know about any of it really. I saw Michaela's video and started weaning everything out of my system
Yeah.
slowly. And the part of being alone when the holidays showed up, that first bit, because I was only a few months in to eliminating, the holidays showed up and I was going through a breakup from a 10-year relationship. I was completely alone and I went back to my old ways and even worse. And like, I just went for that from Thanksgiving to Christmas and I got sicker and sicker and sicker and everything got worse and worse and worse. And I really needed a place that I could have disappeared to just be away from it all and like focus on, getting into this carnivore slash lion or, mentality. So, and a lot of people with my disease, with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis and skin diseases, they kind of live in this silence of cover it up all the time and not wanting to tell people. We're very insecure people because of, our outward appearance and how the world, sees it. So I want a safe place where people can come and start this journey, or even if they're on the journey, take a vacation and come out to the ranch and in a place where there's sunshine and fresh air. I want to be in the Southwest up, like 4,000 feet elevation or more, and just be in nature and have people disconnect from the world around them that's pushing all this negative, ways of living, and teach them not only just how to eat, how to start changing their mind, how to meditate, how to exercise, how to just get it all out and restart. And which is exactly what I did January 1st, 2024, when I went full lion and committed to this thing full time, And ever since then, I've had the best life I couldn't have imagined. Like, I, I couldn't have even, yeah, like this stuff I dreamed about has been happening to me. It's, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I get crazy emotional, but
You don't have to be sorry, babe. You don't have to be sorry because people, I think, often lose touch with the humanity portion of what this actually is.
it's life saving, for a lot of us. It's completely life saving and life changing at the same moment. Not only are you getting to continue living, but you're getting to continue living in a way that you never thought possible because they told you it wasn't possible.
Right.
And they forced things on you to make it impossible.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely, dude.
like, I need to be there for people. And there is no place for anyone like me to go, honestly, that can just get away, like, and have that specifics, So, like, I'm taking a coaching course, so I'll be even more apt to help people. And I just, I just want to help, there's so many people that have this problem that I have, like the depression, the suicidal thoughts, the outward skin issues, the throbbing, sleepless nights of pain and hell. Like, I want to help them all. And if I can do one small little thing and open a place where people can come, then damn it, I'm going to do it one way or another, regardless of how much money I'm asking for the world to like give me to make this happen, because it's got to happen.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear
I've
you.
always, if you don't mind me, I've always likened the experience like what Lash is going through to, like like imagine you're a heroin junkie, and you want to get clean off of heroin, but you can't get out of the heroin den. That's our entire society. Like the
Yeah.
stuff that you're trying to clear in yourself to detox and clean yourself of is available on every corner and every shelf in every store that you can go to. It is
Yeah.
all literally designed to make you addicted and sick.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get away from that, and it's literally everywhere. And then you go to people's houses, and then like, let's say you're carnivore or you're low carb or whatever you're trying to do, and you go to people's houses and they're serving everything that you're trying to avoid, and then they're pressuring you and making you feel bad for not indulging in that. It is absolutely a crippling experience. It's very, very difficult, and it really, really involves a great deal of social alienation. Like, people get upset.
You wouldn't ask that of any drug addict or alcoholic. You couldn't put them in those situations. And literally, we're stuck in that. We're stuck. We have no, like, I drive past 100+ fast food and restaurants on my way home every single day.
Yeah.
All the gas station stores, all the
everything.
Stores,
yeah. Like, and it's, the smell, you can smell everything, and it all triggers. I'm an addict. Like, I can't go back. I have no choice. I can't live that life again, because I will not live that life again. So yeah, you're
absolutely
100% right.
That's the other shortfall that people have. Like, the drugs that they're addicted to is marketed as food. So they're just eating food.
Right.
And good for you. Not just food.
Yeah,
but
health food. Yeah, health food.
It's like we get upset at dietitians when they say there's no such thing as a bad food, and they're actually right for the wrong reasons. There is no such thing as a bad food. There's either food or there's not food. So the stuff that they're telling you can eat in moderation is not actually food at all. It's not bad food. It's not food. It's like, why don't you eat Oreos? I mean, it's the same reason I don't drink brake fluid or antifreeze. It's not food.
Exactly.
It's not.
Amen.
That was one of the things that I brought up in the last live was this concept of, it's really interesting how it's okay. Like, we look at this and we go, well, just a little bit's fine, right? Like, it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit of candy. It's just a little bit of, French fries. It's just a little bit of fast food. And I go, what's insane is you wouldn't hand like crack or heroin to a child and go, it's okay. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little crack. What they look. That's how they got me on cocaine at 16 years old.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was the littlest bit. Here's just a little bit. Yeah. Just 2 days later, I was hooked.
And how much more addictive is sugar than cocaine? 8 times.
It absolutely.
Absolutely more addictive than cocaine. You just shovel it in your kid's face.
And it's like,
it's kid food.
100% acceptable. Mm-hmm. Not only acceptable, it's pushed in a perspective of you're neglecting them or depriving them if you don't allow them these things, because all their friends are able to do that. What is that going to do to their psychosis? They're going to be bullied. They're going to be put down. And I go, really?
So backwards.
So it's like, yeah, okay, we're going to be bullied. All right. Would I rather my kid be bullied over the fact that he's not eating the bullshit that's prescribed as it's just a little bit of fun, it's okay? Or would I rather him be bullied because of the fact that, like most of our societies across the world now, he's extremely overweight, he's obese, he can't play hardly a single football game or soccer game, or, can't play baseball, can't run around because, oh my gosh, we got to put him on a breathing treatment because, he doesn't have the cardio capacity to be able to sustain a normal PE session. What's more important to us as a society? It's like, it's been pushed that there's this importance of general acceptance over real truth. It's like, oh, well, everybody's doing it, so it's okay.
Yep.
And here's what the establishment people end up doing to those people. They say obesity is a choice. And I'm like, hold on. By the time these kids are old enough to be responsible for themselves, they're already hopelessly addicted. They're already metabolically ill. They've already wrecked themselves during their formative years in a way that isn't easily reversed. So, they're not just making a choice. It's they didn't have a choice.
They didn't have a choice. Look at where all the candy is in the store. Where is it? It's eye level to a child.
They were fed everything that their parents fed them, and they didn't have the money or the wherewithal to say, I don't want to eat this. I want to eat something else. They have no choice. And then by the time they're old enough to make that choice, they're already addicted. Again, 8 times more addictive than cocaine.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I
you're telling them it's
look,
their
I
fault.
quit cracking cocaine overnight and never went to rehab, never did it again. And I was hooked for like 9, 10 months straight. And, sugar was way harder to
I
deal
believe
with.
there's a study
Yeah.
where they actually got rats addicted to cocaine and then gave them the option of sugar or cocaine, and the rats went right to the sugar first, over the cocaine. They were addicted to cocaine, went for the sugar.
Yep.
I can't cite that exact study. I've just heard it mentioned a lot of times. Something you guys could look up and
It's pure
verify.
insanity how crazy addictive it is. And I'm still, I'm 600 and like I think 18 days today, lying, and I'm still have cravings. I still, if I see anything, I'll be like, oh man, and then I'll just have to, explain to myself, that's poison. You can't eat that ever again. Like,
There's this
get over it.
lifelong mental habit that you're in. You just see it and you're like, like every time I see cheesecake, I'm like, oh, and I have to remind myself, like I'm still to this day, I've been carnivore 2.5 years, almost 3. And if I go to a party or something, cheesecake was always my weakness. They got cheesecake out. I'm like,
Yeah, same here.
have it. And I'm like, wait. You know what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen when you eat it. It's going to be 30 seconds of enjoyment, and then you're going to hate yourself, and you're going to be in the fetal position.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that this particular subject isn't talked about enough, about the fact that I did a reel once where I was like, just because we've become carnivore does not mean suddenly life is like perfect and it's all butterflies and it's golden rainbows and you have shooting stars out your ass now. Like that's not that's not what happens. Like
Ass
it
stars.
yes. Like
No, I had
it
an awful day yesterday. Like, I mean, it happens. Yeah.
it
But
happens.
I
Like we
handle the
still
stress of those awful days 1,000 times better.
that's the key. That's the point that I think is getting missed in our message across because, you know, with anything that's like social media, it's always the absolute best, most perfect version that ends up getting depicted the most. And I try to remind people like it's not perfect. There's nothing in life that gives you this perfection of no longer ever have anger, no longer ever be stressed, no longer ever this. But what this does give you is exactly what you just said, Lash. The ability to be able to process through it, work through it in such a manner that it doesn't actually cause you complete self-destruction.
Exactly.
And that,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like that part is where I definitely feel like that message kind of needs to get out more. And also that everybody's journey isn't perfect, and that's something that my own husband's kind of been battling over the last couple months, is that he's had some pretty serious like ups and downs, and not like emotionally but physically through this diet. And
Yeah.
he's like, I don't understand, am I the only one that has like this non great like shit experience that I just feel like hell during portions? And I'm like, no, it's not being portrayed out there. I was like, I talk to so many people every day, and these are very common things that happen. But the portrayal is you go carnivore and you're perfect. 2 weeks in, everything's golden, buddy.
Right. I mean, look how many years of damage, a lot of us have done, unknowingly, obviously, to ourselves. And that's what we're trying to undo. So yeah, like I still have pains and some days they're worse. But it's nothing like before, like
Yeah.
nothing, like I'm still healing, obviously, what I'm going to still be healing till the day I die. But yeah, no, it's not like the magic. It is the magic pill, but it's also not like you're saying. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're all human. We're all gonna have ups and downs throughout every other day, but
that's
we
another
get through it
instance
so
where
much better.
that's another interest where like society is kind of against you because we live in an instant gratification society, like society kind of where everybody wants everything now. And
Right. Microwave world.
you spent your entire life breaking your body down, And then if it doesn't recover after a week or two, you're like, this isn't working for me. Like I could, but really that's just the addiction talking. But like they just want it now, and then when it doesn't happen now, like and they expect to lose weight, like they're just constantly on the scale, and I'm like, throw your scale out, throw it out. Like you're not trying to lose weight, first of all, you're trying to lose fat. And if you're
I didn't even know I needed to lose. Well, I mean, I knew I was a little plumper than I should have been, but I lost 70 pounds. I didn't expect any of that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Another cool side effect.
Right. Like you said about people like expect to just drop weight instantly. And it's like, well, your body's got to go through that healing process, and it's got to get to a point where you metabolically can do that. And your body's not going to release what it considers its stored safety food source if it's still in that fight or flight metabolic state. If you've got any kind of cellular damage of any kind, if you have any kind of hormonal damage, if you have any kind of like gut damage, if you like any of these things, all of those things are going to come first before your body starts to go, okay, guys, we're good. We don't need to hold on to this excess water, this excess fat anymore. We can let go.
Yeah, as we all know, like weight management is almost, if not entirely, hormonal. So if your liver and your pancreas and your adrenal glands and all of these things that release your hormones, if these are all damaged by a lifetime of insulin resistance and chronically elevated blood glucose and everything, that all the seed oils that you've been consuming, then that's not going to repair itself overnight. And you can't lose weight if your hormones aren't in balance, and if the organs that are producing your hormones are damaged, then that's got to be healed before you can even begin to lose weight. So I mean, some people lose weight right away and it just melts off, and then some people are just waiting for the weight to come off and they're not paying attention to the non-scale victories. And they're just not patient. Like there's no way that it can't not happen. Like you're eating a species appropriate diet, you will heal. You just have to understand it took a lifetime to get there, and it's not going to happen in a month.
No, I was 47 years in before of damage before I started this. So, I don't expect to be overnight, but I tell you what, after going that first week of Lion, like the rapid changes was crazy.
Yeah, that's I didn't go Lion right away. I've done it for a period of time, and then I've gone back to more of like I don't know what the right terms are, but like a traditional carnivore, not full Lion. And I can say that the full elimination, I mean, there's almost this like complete clarity that you experience that I just don't experience when I choose to have milk or butter or whatever added into my journey there, because the reality is like there's not much else that your body's having to fight against or to work through to process the bioavailable nutrients that it's obtaining. It just kind of is like, oh, we got it, guys. Let's roll.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's amazing what it can do. It really is.
So since becoming carnivore for both of you, what has been the most challenging opposition that you have faced with the outside world?
Oh boy. I don't speak. Well, my niece won't speak to me anymore.
Oh wow.
She's vegan. We had a wonderful relationship her whole life. She's been vegan since she's 8 years old, and now she's about 23. It's not doing her well as far as her health, as far as I think, but she's still doing her thing. But yeah, a bunch of stuff like that. Just a lot of Well, and I'm out here in California too. There's a lot of vegan hate for me out here.
Yeah, I can
But
imagine.
that's really, and people cracking jokes and making fun, but that's really it.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Stephen?
I've always been kind of a social, I don't want to say an outcast, but I've always just been kind of like I wasn't popular in school, but I wasn't unpopular. I was just kind of there, like that's always been my life. Like I've never been like the life of the party, or I've never I'm not like a pariah, but I'm also not like, the person everybody thinks of when they invite to a party. So I'm not really concerned with what other people kind of think of me. So like, I work at the fire department, and I'm in Southern Mississippi. So these are some of, physically, these are some of the most incredible people you've ever seen. The things that they can do, they're absolute beasts. They outperform me, but metabolically, they're extraordinarily ill. So, and they don't really, I could tell they kind of think I'm weird, and they make little comments and everything. And, everybody, for some reason, everybody wants to drop off the most unhealthy foods imaginable to the fire department. We'll walk in the fire department and there'll be like 3 dozen donuts sitting there, or
Yeah,
a stack of
they
pizza.
want to celebrate you.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Or they'll drop off these
Right.
care packages that are full of ramen noodles and granola bars and stuff. And I'm just like, I know, like, they're like, Steve, have a donut, have a slice of pizza. I'm like, I'm good. So the hardest part for me, like socially, is just having to sit there and watch everybody destroy themselves. And
Oh, God.
and I know that, like, I understand a good amount of like psychology and everything. And I realize that if I were very, very pushy about it and got in their face and constantly like just ripped on them, I would make them worse. I would make the ideas and the philosophy that I'm representing repulsive to them. They would be even less likely to fix themselves. So the only thing that I can do is just, they know what I'm about. They see what I'm about. And if they want to ask questions, then I will. I mean, like, I sat and had like a 45-minute discussion with this one guy about how, you don't need fiber, and how cholesterol is not really bad for you, because he's a high school football coach. You know what I mean? And he's a bro dieter. He needs his carbs, and he runs, and he's an athlete and everything. And he looks like he's in phenomenal shape and everything. And he's young, but he wanted to know, he was genuinely curious about what I was about. So I had like a 45-minute discussion with him, and it was one of the most awesome talks I've ever had, actually. But other than that, I just kind of have to sit there and watch them. Like, they'll just eat a big giant pile of carbohydrates from like Sonic or something. I'm like, that is basically a vegan meal you're eating right there, and I can't say nothing about it. Just because it's not going to. I know it's not going to do any good. So if they're interested, I'm here. They can see the example, kind of like, these people who think you need carbohydrates to do things, to build muscle, to perform. They see me building muscle. They see me performing, and I haven't had a carbohydrate in 2.5 years. So, like, that's the best that like I said in the beginning, that's the best that I can do, is just set the example for why the establishment health narrative is probably wrong. And, at the very least, the narrative that the way I'm eating is harmful is wrong. May not be the only way. I think it's the only way, or I wouldn't do it. But, they know that it's wrong to say that you have to have plants, you have to have carbs, you have to eat lean protein and lower your cholesterol and all that. They can see that in me, that's not correct. That's the only thing I can do. That's the hardest part for me, though, and is living, especially down here, because I live in, like I said, Southern Mississippi is, I believe Alabama or Louisiana might be more unhealthy as far as like states goes. They rate the states as far as on health. Mississippi is like 49th or 50th, I believe, or maybe 48th. They're way down there. All you got to do is come here and walk into a Walmart, and you'll just be like,
oh, it's shocking, right?
I can't even look. I can't help but look at them, but I can't look at them. I see these people.
You want to help every one of them.
And they're younger than me, and they're driving their cart because they're so fat that they can't walk, or they've lost a limb from diabetes or whatever. And you look in their cart, and it's soda and cake
It's
And,
so sad.
and and it's just like, and then, I'm like I said, I'm very, like, I understand addiction. I understand psychology. So I don't judge these people at all. I feel genuinely horrible for them. They are suffering terribly.
Yeah.
There's nothing anybody can really do for them.
But they think they're living life.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
enjoying your life. Like,
Yeah, a lot of them are like, I only live once, live it up. Yeah. And you're just like,
that's exactly what I said yesterday. I'm like,
is
I know
that
I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die
what you're
just like you.
doing?
But until then, I'm going to live better. And when I do die, I'm not going to die in the most horrible, painful, humiliating way possible. Like, I mean, like, I've watched my grandmother die of stomach cancer, and I wasn't there the day she died, but like her children, my aunts and my dad and my uncles, they were there and they were traumatized. The way she died was absolutely horrific. And they described it to me, and I'm like, oh, F that. No way, son. I got a family, I got kids myself, I got my wife, and I am not going to do that to them. I'm not going to do that to them, but I don't want to suffer like that. That's terrible.
Right.
So you can keep all the slop and the beer, and I'll die one day, but not like that.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I like my smart ass comment back, because when people make those comments, you're killing yourself eating red meat all the time. And I'm like, well, what's funny is we're all gonna die. Like there's no getting off this planet in our physical body intact. Like whatever your belief system is, no matter what, none of them equates to leaving this planet with our physical body. like we're all going to die. Just like you said, Stephen, I'm hoping to do it in the most human way possible, where it's when I'm supposed to and not because I destroyed myself.
Right.
To
Live
Wait.
optimally. Like, why would you want to live like a 50% of your capability? Like when you
Right.
like if you know the yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the average
Uh,
life expectancy is barely half of our like our
A
potential.
biological
You live to
potential.
be like
yeah, it should be like 120.
and you're dying at 74.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but then they think if you're older than 74, you're just some crippled, decrepit person who can't do anything for themselves. So it's not worth living. So that's why they destroy themselves. Because
Yeah, look at
point.
Rancher Maggie. Show them her.
But then you
Like,
become crippled and dilapidated in your 50s and 60s. I'm a first responder. I mean, like, I'm literally watching people my age or younger die
Yeah.
of old age diseases, like heart attacks. Like, they'll just wake up, their spouse will wake up and they're dead.
yep.
And, man, this is so incredible to watch. So unnecessary.
Yeah, I'll be 50 in 2 weeks, and I've never felt better in my entire life. So,
Well, happy early birthday.
thank you. Thank you.
For sure.
I'm going to Aruba.
That
Nice.
sounds nice.
Yes. Yes.
Are those dreadlocks? Those are crazy. Nice.
So when I quit the crack and cocaine at 17, I locked my hair as a commitment to never do that crap again. And this is telling the world that I've never done that crap again.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah.
I've had many like hippie type friends throughout my life I still have friends that are dreadlocks. My ex-wife had dreadlocks, actually.
I'm a hood hippie.
Yeah, she cut the dreadlocks off and sewed them to a teddy bear. She still has it. It's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. So, as far as like goals or anything with everybody here, are there any specific goals that anybody's still working towards since shifting their life over? Because and I say that shifting their life over because I don't look at carnivore as a diet. It's definitely an entire lifestyle shift, because it doesn't just change your eating, it changes so many other aspects, become such a heightened new awareness for a lot of people. So Are there any goals that anybody is still looking to obtain, to achieve, to aspire to, since now having this new lifestyle that gives you that extra boost and like vitality towards life?
I have a list of 8 billion things because honestly, in my situation, in my brain, I didn't know if tomorrow was ever going to happen, right?
Mm,
Because I thought I was just going to end it every day. Like when those
yeah.
thoughts enter your head every single day, and then you're also dealing with the pain and all the other crap, let alone just the thoughts of telling yourself, oh, go jump off a cliff, drive into traffic, like do all, like, I don't even know where these things came from. And thank God they're all gone. I like have a force field of them now. But yeah, I didn't think I had a future any day. Like I just wanted to make it through the next night because like through that night and try and wake up the next day. So now, yeah, like I want to do a billion things. I'm like trying to get like I want a six pack. I was trying to get it by the time I turn 50 in 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm close. I'm at. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe a 3.5. But yeah, I got a million new goals.
That's awesome.
Carnivore healing retreat being, the main goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I know that we'll definitely be sharing what we can about that to help you get
Thank you.
that going and moving. What about you, Stephen?
Well, I've been on many, like probably for over 20 years or so. I've been on like this. I mean, I've obviously arrived because I'm about as restrictive as you can get, but like I started removing certain things from my diet that were causing me issues. And it seems like the more you remove, like you'll remove like I would remove Diet Coke and my anxiety would go down. But then like once you become accustomed to that, other things start to become apparent. This is just my experience. So like the more I remove, the more my body demands. Like it's like, all right, so I remove this and then your body's like, okay, that's really nice. That's great. Okay, now this has got to go. And you can start feeling the effects from these things. It's like you don't really notice how bad you feel until you start feeling good. It's your body
Right.
starts becoming accustomed to it. And then the less you have going on that is distracting you and like pulling your attention, the more focused you are on what's left kind of, it becomes more like intensified. So I don't really have a lot left to like restrict out of my diet, but I still have some things, that caffeine probably being one of them. The hot sauce that I put in everything is probably another one. It's just like you would just want to say, listen, I've gotten rid of everything,
Just give me this one thing.
everything that I ever loved. The cheesesteaks and the pizza and the bagels and
You had to
everything.
mention cheesesteaks.
I've gotten rid of everything and I'll never eat it again. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. And my body's like, no, you should really get rid of the hot sauce and the caffeine too. And it won't let me. It's going to continue to remind me about it until I do. So like that's probably like my next one is going to be the caffeine. Like I have some pre-workout that I take that has caffeine in it, and once that tub is gone, I'm getting rid of the pre-workout. And then eventually I just drink 1 cup of coffee a day, but I'll probably cut that out too, because literally everybody I've ever talked to who cut out caffeine said that, once they got their natural energy back, it was way, way better than just taking stimulants for it. So, I mean, like that's basically all I have going. I mean, it's been like I said, I went through a multi-year, restriction, like I went paleo 10 years ago, or like about 12 years ago, and I was paleo for 5 years. And then I went keto for 5 years, and then I went carnivore. So it was like an easy transition because I did it gradually, but there's really not much left to do as far as the diet is concerned. And I'm so locked in, like mentally, I won't, like everybody's like, don't you just want to splurge every once in a while? I will literally never put these things in my mouth again. I will never, ever eat cake again. I will never, ever eat wheat again. I can confidently say that you will not, unless I'm starving, unless the world ends. And find some stale bread in someone's kitchen or something. I just got to eat something.
It's the option between your buddy or some bread. We're probably going to lean towards bread.
Yeah. But
Controversial topic.
It does feel good, kind of, just to be that locked in. Like I feel very, very fortunate. I really don't have a lot of. I've overcome a lot of the struggles that a lot of people are still going with. That's kind of my. That's why I kind of encourage people to understand the odds that you're up against, so that they're more steadfast and vigilant about it. Like, you're up against enormous odds trying to get out of this sick culture. So, just put your head down and keep going through. When you're going through hell, keep going,
Absolutely. So, curious question as well. What is everybody's favorite thing to eat now?
I would have to say brisket.
Well, that's pretty good.
Tough to top. That's tough to top. I think my favorite would be a nice rare rib roast, prime rib. Probably
because with that either.
Probably because I don't know, for whatever reason, like every once in a while around certain holidays, they'll sell it around here, but it is not available anywhere. Like, I mean, I can get ribeye, but I cannot get
the rib roast. Yeah, that.
I cannot get prime rib ever.
I can get them frozen now, where I get all my meat, which is great, and they're amazing. If you do it right, oh my god,
it's heaven. Yeah, rare, very rare.
And also, I can still tolerate shellfish. I just can't afford it, so when I can eat it, I eat the crap out of it because I can tolerate it, and it does not affect me in any way, which is amazing. Because I grew up loving shellfish.
I'd love to have some scallops. Every time I find scallops, they're farm-raised scallops from China.
Yeah, no, I can get fresh. I can get unfarmed real scallops where I get my stuff. It's just they're a little pricey for me, for my budget at the moment.
I wanted to do it for my birthday, and I looked literally everywhere, and it was all Chinese farm-raised, and I'm like,
ooh. I am getting down on some lobster tails on my birthday while I'm in Aruba, and my friend's taking me fishing. So I'm gonna eat the fish I catch, and I'm gonna have the best seafood carnivore birthday. Yeah.
That's nice. Awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. I can't talk a whole lot. I am super spoiled with the availability of pretty much any seafood you wish, because I live on the coast of NC. And yeah, it's a big to do here. So my family has a property, and we have an oyster and clam farm down there. So, but they're wild grown. We don't do anything with them other than the fact that nobody's allowed to come in and rake our area. So other than that, they do what they do. They have fun. They breed as they want to.
Oh yeah, I grew up with a clam rake in my hand and a crab line in my hand every summer, like on the Chesapeake Bay. So yeah,
nice.
I grew up on the Jersey Shore, like in the marshes of southern New Jersey, like with crabbing and.
Yeah, so we all know.
Yeah. Take that chicken leg with some string.
Yep. Oh man, nothing better than crabbing.
Yep.
So funny. So funny.
I hope my phone doesn't. I'm at like 15% and I can't charge it, but so hopefully it doesn't die before we end the stream.
Hopefully, we'll keep an eye out. We're at about 49 minutes at the moment. So we can look at an hour and hightail it from there.
Yeah, so if I magically just disappear, you know why. I didn't run back into work because I want to go back into work. I don't want to go back in.
Sorry. I wish I could say I didn't know what that felt like, but I do.
Yeah. But my phone won't charge unless my car's on, and I can't run the car. Yeah. Gas price is like $5.30 out here right now.
I get it. That's a lot better than I was expecting to hear you say. I know
it's getting worse every day.
My father and my one of my brothers still lives out in California, and they live up near Santa Maria area.
Mhm.
And I always expect him to tell me all the time, like, oh, when he asks me about, what's gas prices like where you're at, and I'm like, oh man, we're so pissed off. It's like $3.25 a gallon. He's like, shut up.
You know how much more food that would put in my stomach every month?
Yes,
Like
I do.
seriously, because I can only afford to eat 1.5 pounds, and I need to be eating like double that probably because I'm trying to put more muscle on.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard out here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not telling you what the gas prices are here. Then you guys will be mad at me.
Yeah, we will
Trust
be.
me, Jersey always had, like, I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware, like, and we used to drive over to Jersey to get cheaper gas. Like, it'd be 89. I remember it, 79 cents, 69-cent gas. Oh God, I'm old. Yeah. You're older than me. You got me by a year, so.
I remember when gas prices went up to like $1.70, and I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna be able to pay our bills. I'm like, I would kill for $1.70 gas now.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? My oldest son, he turns 18 in about a week and a half. And he's like, Mom, it's like $70 for gas every week. And I'm like, man, I remember when I was your age, like $20 would last me like almost like
$15.
2 weeks.
I remember it was $13 to fill my tank one time. And I was like, oh God, it's expensive.
Oh man. We didn't know what we had, guys, back then.
No, we didn't. No, we
Oh,
didn't.
God.
Absolutely. And then I think of my grandfather telling the stories, I remember when gas prices went up to 50 cents. They're gouging us.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandmother was still getting milk delivered to the porch, to the side porch when I was a little kid. Like,
Right?
yeah. And it was raw milk, probably, I'm sure.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
That's a subject for sure. The whole well, what's the difference? We used to eat that when I was young.
Nope.
I'm like, there's a huge difference between what you ate when you were young
Yeah.
than what people are eating now, even if it has the same name brand. There's
I
a
mean,
huge
white bread
difference.
has like more sugar than a soda apparently now. Like, what are they doing to
Insane.
people? Like,
It's insane. And a lot of people don't even know it because they don't
no.
know all the different names of sugar.
Right.
So they're
Right.
like, oh, well, it's not classified as direct sugar
Yeah.
in the nutritional label. So they
Nutrition.
assume, right?
Yeah.
So they
call it
assume that
that.
it's okay. And I'm like, you guys don't even realize what you're eating. Like, you don't even realize what you're eating.
That was the big controversy with maltodextrin. I don't know if you remember, Element was putting maltodextrin in their electrolyte powders. And
Oh, yeah.
a little bit. And the reason they use maltodextrin is because it's a polysaccharide, and on the label they can say it's just a carbohydrate and not a sugar.
Right.
And meanwhile, as we know, all carbohydrates are sugar. So it really doesn't. If it's if you look at the total carbohydrates, I mean, the best you can do is subtract the fiber content if you're worried about that, because you can't digest fiber. But you do digest maltodextrin, and it's one of the worst sugars you can consume.
Right.
But they put that in everything because that allows them, they can, especially the keto foods. If you pick up a keto food and it says maltodextrin on it, that is some shady stuff right there. Man, they are really, really,
Right.
they're really manipulating the labeling.
There's not many like keto foods that you see on the market that are even remotely close to being good for you. And all of these people, I feel so bad for them because they're like, I'm doing the thing that's so healthy. I'm doing this healthy thing and it's keto. Like talking to those of us that are carnivore, and I'm like, keto is good. Processed keto is not good.
Yeah.
Like that's not food, guys. That's just processed garbage.
Right.
And
You got to tell them if you're going to do that, just try to go one ingredient food. Honestly, that's what I tell people. Just try, just go one ingredient food. I forgot I had my handy charger.
Nice.
We're plugged in.
That's the enormous challenge that we face in the society, because most people's idea of healthy is based on marketing, and it's all just an abomination. Like they think that they can manipulate the carb count, and that's good, and they're using almond flour instead of wheat flour, and that's good, and it's just not. It's. I mean, and another thing that we really have to make a point of is that better does not necessarily equal good. Like I'm sure almond flour is better than wheat flour, but that doesn't make almond flour good.
I wouldn't even, the almonds have so much oxalate. Like I remember when I went and failed during that holiday thing and had almonds or something with almond flour in it, and it tore my mouth up.
Yeah.
The inside of my mouth so bad there's oxalates, like, and when I finally realized that's what all that was, that's like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. None of that is any good, huh? As far as I'm concerned.
I'm not sure. There we go. I'm not sure why, but you're sideways, Brian.
I have no idea what's happening here. What the heck? Okay, we got to work on that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Yeah, sorry, I was doing a bit of a late shift, and I said I'd try and jump in for a few minutes just to say hi.
Yeah, you rushed in to see me. I knew it was that.
That's it, really. That's it, really. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Hi, guys.
So Lash, in case you're not reading, because I know you're on your phone, this is Hunter-Gatherer Mindset, also known as Brian.
Yeah. Hi, Lash. Good to meet you, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
My sound is gonna. I'm getting a lot of interference from the close air. This stop. It's better.
Okay, you're breaking up a bit, buddy.
Yeah. Did you say you're getting interference from the truck stop?
Airport interference.
Airport.
Okay.
Got it.
Let me try and move my vehicle.
How was your day at work, Brian?
Yeah, very good. Very busy. My colleague was off sick, and I had double the workload. So yeah, I was excited for that. But we got through it. It's a very busy construction site at the moment. So,
You couldn't wait to take on double the load, I'm sure.
absolutely.
Everybody likes to pick up extra work.
In the meantime, how are you, Steve? Good to meet you. Can you hear me all right?
Oh, you totally pulled a waitress
Steven?
move, Brian.
What's that?
I don't know. Hey, Steve?
Yes.
Can you hear Brian?
Yes.
I can hear.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Right. Okay. You must have missed my sentence for some reason. I was saying hi. Hi, Stephen.
Oh, hey, sir. How are you?
We haven't really met yet. Stephen is new to the group, but we've been talking a lot since you joined.
Yes.
And really great to have you on the group, man. You've been a big. What will I say? Blow up to the group.
You brought a lot to the table.
You know what I mean. Just brought new life in, and that's what we like to see. You're getting involved, is what I'm saying, and it's really cool. Good to have you in the group, man. I think you're going to be a great member. And
we just finished up Coach Pete's nutrition program. I have a lot to talk about. I don't know if you've taken that, but that is quite a lot of, like, I've been in nutrition, for many years, and I knew a good deal of stuff about, of things about like nutrition and everything, but my knowledge base was so much elevated after taking that. There's so much, especially with the biochemistry aspect of it all. It's really incredible. So
I've been on it for a while. I was actually one of the first to jump on that that course. I
told my friends, if you think I'm insufferable now, wait until you see me.
Oh, exactly. Wait till I get a certificate for being insufferable. Yeah. I think we lost Lash, did we?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Really?
We lost you. I can hear you.
I can hear you. We can't see you.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my signal right now. I'm trying to get on the Wi-Fi at the office.
Okay. So
Let
anyway,
me turn that
yeah.
up. Let me know if you see me come back. This airport is killing me today. I don't know what's happening over here.
Yeah, so
So
can we fill in a
whereabouts
bit?
in California are you, Lash? If you don't
I'm
mind
in
me.
Los Angeles, and I live in East LA. I work in Orange County and in downtown LA. Crazy.
Brave downtown, yeah.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of
Yeah,
comments.
Boyle Heights.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I grew up in Oxnard and my mom used to work in LA. And gosh, I even remember she was on there used to be this ability to be able to like do a whole barter system through like a company.
Mhm.
And her and my dad had like bartered their entire wedding.
Oh wow.
But part of that was like the wedding dressmaker
Hmm.
was in downtown LA. I got so many fake gold necklaces.
Yeah, you can
Some
get anything you want downtown. That's for sure.
that was a long time ago. Many,
Um,
many moons ago.
I'm gonna have to jump back into the office in like 3 minutes, if that's okay.
No problem. No problem.
That's okay, man.
You are not tied here. You are not tied here. We're
Unfortunately, I'm tied to the office, so I can get a paycheck to meet.
we understand. I don't think there's a
Does.
one of us here that doesn't understand that one.
Right?
Sure.
Wow. Of all subjects, I know other than the fact that Lash, we know that you're gonna have to head out here in a minute. I don't know if you two are I know Brian just got here, but are you Stephen, are you looking to keep rolling on or are you needing to hop out here soon as well?
I could go on for a little while longer. I just got to get to the gym at some point today, but other than that, I mean,
Yeah.
I had to put
Yeah,
my
good.
dog in the kennel because she would be driving us all crazy right now if I hadn't. But so
Yeah.
a little while longer is fine.
Okay. So Brian,
Yeah.
what's on your mind today, babe?
Oh man, I just got home from work, so bloody everything to do with the building site, you know. So I haven't had a chance to start cooking tomorrow's food yet.
Stop do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, my plan was just to come on and say hi to Lash and to Stephen, mostly just for the last few minutes because I could feel that it was going to finish up just as I got in the door. I said, okay, I'll join for a few minutes, just say hi.
Yeah.
That was my plan. So I had nothing in my head to actually talk about, really and truly. What you were all talking about?
Well, hello.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
nobody in the group is gonna believe that.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. I feel the same way the second I get home from work.
Yeah. Just it's normally a chill time.
Yeah.
Yeah, which steak am I cooking tonight?
Such a difficult challenge.
Exactly.
Figure out dinner. What's for dinner tonight, honey? Steak.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Smoked burgers.
All right.
All right, guys. I gotta cut out.
All right, Lash.
That's okay, man.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
It's
thank you
been a
guys so
pleasure.
much for having me.
Great talking to
It
you.
was an absolute pleasure. Nice to meet you
Absolutely.
guys.
Nice to meet you officially
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Lash. Take care.
We'll definitely be in touch.
Awesome. Yes, absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So yeah, here
So
we go.
you don't know what steak you're cooking for dinner, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I have to figure out that I actually take one out of the freezer.
I have to
So,
do the same thing.
I'm good. I can fast for a couple of days. It's not the end of the world. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about Jonathan's fast? That was
Wow.
something. Hey,
It went like what, 14 and a half days, 15 days total?
he hit 15. He hit 15. Yeah,
Yep. That's
it's
phenomenal.
quite impressive.
I haven't gone
Absolutely.
that far. I think my longest fast to date has been 76 hours.
Yeah. Same here. I've hit 78, I think, so very close. Yeah, and that's the mark roughly that you start to go deep into autophagy, as far as I know, and it becomes easier from there on. So I'm determined, after seeing Jonathan and Simon and a few others
Right.
doing some more extended fasts, that I think I will try and get my head around doing maybe a 5-day. You know,
Yeah.
I just got to work.
No.
I just got to work that into my daily routine kind of thing, you know, because it's all the way. I can do it easily over a weekend. A 72-hour fast over a weekend is easy enough, you know. But for something that goes through a work week, that's going to be a little bit difficult for me. So I got to work that out first. But yeah, I think this side of Christmas, I'll go for, 4 days to start with, and see where we go from there.
Work your way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you could do it.
I have every belief that I can do it. Yeah, just need to push myself a bit more, maybe.
Yeah. I'm not at a point at this moment in the journey that I'm on to be able to take an extended fast quite yet, but once I do, just you guys wait. I'll be able to join the likes of the extended fast Vikings and warriors.
Yes. I'm a Celt.
Yeah. I think that too. I know. Yeah, most of my genetic makeup is Irish. I'm over 50%, which is the highest, which is interesting because most of the people here in the US, their percentages tend to be anywhere between the 45 to 50% just general European, but mine's specifically Irish, so I might be related to you, Brian.
You never know.
Right.
Yeah, it's all down to the potato famine, and it's a long story, some of it or most of it, but yeah, there's a lot of Irish that hit the shores of the US and Canada. So yeah, there's a huge bloodline there.
Yeah, I got a splash of Scottish, but apparently that's a controversial topic for some.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, but it's funny.
I don't know why, because we have no grief with the Scottish.
Right?
But,
I didn't think so either.
Oh no. Scots and Irish are very close.
That's what I thought.
It's the other guys probably sometimes, but we don't. It's all history.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No. There are a few that hold on to a grudge, but certainly most of us, no.
No. Too funny. You all right up there, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm good. I have some things that I think about that are probably not appropriate. I'm Irish and German, by the way.
Okay.
My last name is Curtin, but my original last name is Matt Curtin.
Okay.
Very Irish. I've never done like a DNA test or anything because they steal your DNA, and I'm not giving them my DNA. But I know I'm Irish and German mostly. I believe I have some American Indian in me.
Yeah. Good.
But
nice.
I definitely understand why the Scots and the Irish don't like the British, the English.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that out loud, mate.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of.
You said it. You didn't.
Like, should I say it? Should I bring up?
We're okay with the British.
Potato famine.
No.
I don't know how to pronounce my family's original last name, so it's Fox, but I know that they changed it from whatever the Irish version, a Gaelic version of that is.
Well, a fox in Gaelic is Madra Rua, but I don't think they would have used that. Basically,
No.
red dog.
Right.
Dog.
It's not that, but there's some name that a lot of the people who came over, when they chose the name Fox, they derived from this line. I don't know. My dad has stuff on it, but I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, because Fox is very common in my area. When I'm at home in Ireland.
Yeah.
I did not thought that Fox was an Irish name. I did not know that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it would have been in a more Irish version, and then they changed it to, as Selena says, they changed it to the anglicized version of it. because not many people can pronounce a lot of Irish names,
Right.
and they're written in their original form. So a lot of
Right.
people change them.
A lot of people don't even know that there's a difference between Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic either.
There
That
is a slight difference. I can
slight
understand
difference.
90% of Scots Gaelic. Yeah.
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 I always found that interesting.
It's quite close. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's some Irishness for you. You want to get back on topic?
Sorry, I don't know what the topic is right now other than we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
why
all
I
it
was
needs to be,
hoping.
really.
I was like, I hope you're bringing something to the table because I've asked a lot of
Well,
questions already.
I brought it. That's all I wanted to do was say hi. I thought we were going to finish pretty quickly after that.
We can shut her down. We can.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've just done a 12-hour shift and I've sat in a bus for an hour each way as well. So I'm
Sorry.
really tired.
I know.
Yeah. It's now 8:20 and I'm feeling like I need to go to bed very soon.
Oh,
So
that's my bedtime.
yeah, I'm okay to shut it down, Selena. Or
Seriously.
actually, I'm okay to step away and let you two guys have at it. I can listen in, but yeah, I've got some things to
I'm
do
at a
before I
good
go to bed.
point of stopping as well. I think Steven's gonna go hit the iron, and
Yeah.
so I think
Okay.
we're gonna shut her down. All
Yeah.
right.
Can I say something real quick for Lash? I didn't get a chance to ask him about this because he had to bounce, but he was saying that he's having a hard time affording living
Yeah.
on a carnivore diet. And I wanted to, hopefully he's going to listen to the rest of this, but I wanted to ask him if he just eats steaks because I eat nothing but ground beef. And it's very, very affordable. I probably spend about $7 or $8 a day. I get my meat from Sam's or Costco. And anybody else listening, I mean, if you're having a hard time, you don't have to have steak. And as a matter of fact, ground beef or minced beef, if you're in Europe or wherever, is often a lot more satiating. I saw this guy, his name is Zach Strength. I don't know if you guys know Zach Strength. He's the NFL player who really blew up Instagram and X, taking pictures of his all meat diet, and everybody thought he was going to die and he was totally ripped.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said that when he eats steak, he often feels hungry not long afterwards, but when he eats ground beef, he stays satiated for much, much longer. And some people mention that's because it's got a higher fat content, and then they also grind in bones and sinew and tendons and nerves and everything. So there's a lot more nutritional value in there too. So anyway, if anybody's listening, or if Lash checks back in and hears this, don't be afraid to just eat ground beef. I mean, and there's lots of ways you can eat it. Like I'm going to go smoke some burgers right now. Keep them in the smoker all day. I smoke everything. I'm obsessed with smoking. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say that just because, like everybody asks, how do you afford to eat this way? And I'm like, I seriously spend about $9 a day. I eat nothing but, beef, eggs, and butter. And I probably don't even spend that much, really. I have my own chickens too, so it's not really a fair comparison. But I mean, even $12 a day is kind of like an achievable goal. Especially considering the average American spends $22 a day on food. So you're spending half that eating nothing but meat. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there for him.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love it. Okay. I think we're shutting it down, guys. So until next time.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Great to see you, Steve.
All right, nice meeting you,
Steve. Lovely to see you again, Selena.
You too, love. You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys.